It started several decades ago and was a novelty for the well-to-do, but now preschools are a regular feature of Belize's educational system. It's a tool used to enhance and expand positive results in the formal development of a child, and most recently, the comprehensive care for children up to age 8 saw the collaboration between the Ministries of Education, Human Development and Health. Janette Bennett, better known as Jean Bennett or Miss Bennett, was a pioneer in the early childhood education movement. A mother of 7 children, 1 girl and 6 boys, she was first and foremost a teacher.
Although my mom was an excellent mom, she was first and foremost a teacher. And I always thought that it was because of my father's influence as an educator that she got into teaching. Talking to my dad, I realized that he met her at Holy Redeemer teaching. And it's there they met, and eventually, after they got married, he had a teaching assignment in Sokots. And so he moved with his only child, Philip, which is the oldest boy, to Sokots to do a stint there. And my dad always wanted to pursue further education outside. And so eventually they came back and he got, I think it was through the Jesuits, the assignment to go outside to study further in the field of education. No?
Miss Bennett was born on April 8, 1934. She started teaching in the early 50s, where she met her husband and educator J. Alexander Bennett. They got married on August 27, 1956. Miss Bennett, as a single mother with 4 children at the time, endured the 1961 Hurricane Hattie, holding down the fort. She then got employed as a teacher at the St. Catherine Elementary School before taking on her private practice with 4 students.
She ended up without a job from St. Catherine's. And what happened is that she had taught a child at St. Catherine's, and the parent got to know the unfortunate situation, and she ended up allowing my mom to school 4 students. She only had 4 students, starting her private practice, so to speak. And it was in the upstairs room in Eric's Boyne Yuletide house. I think that's what the house was called, Yuletide. And it was Barry Boyne's wife, Carol, that helped her. Eventually she moved on and she started renting 2 places before she came to 5759 Corner Main and Golson Avenue, where the institution is still at.
That was in 1979, and that move gave birth to the City Early Childhood Education Center, a 7-classroom institution on the lower flat of the family home that has seen many prominent persons graduate from her preschool. In an interview with News 5 on March 5, 2005, Ms. Bennett spoke about the importance of early childhood education.
These early years are the critical years. So if the child is not properly nurtured, both physically and mentally, we will be failing.
But during summer following the 2016 graduation of CSEC, Ms. Bennett got ill and was hospitalized initially at the Belize Medical Associates and then at the Karl Heusner Memorial Hospital. Sadly, she passed away on Sunday morning.
It was a complication of both hypertension and she had like a blockage, that was causing her to breathe abnormally. So she went through the medical process. She went to both medical associates. She was in the ICU at KHMH, and I could tell you, okay, what kind of flack they give KHMH. That ICU is one at the top of the line, because the way I see that institution operating, and it was just not just my mother, but whoever was in there. It was great. Dr. Arriaga did his best. Eventually, God took her hands and said, the cure was not meant to be. Come with me. And she died on August 21st between the hours of 8 and 9. She had a cardiac. And the doctors up there, they tried to resuscitate her, but unfortunately, it was not meant to be.
Up to the end of this school year, Ms. Bennett was still active in the school. On the walls inside her office are the various accolades and education merits that she's received over the years. It is almost like she was just there. Her second eldest son, Hilaire Bennett, says that her passion remained in the success of her students and didn't focus on the awards.
And although you see those awards and stuff, she never put that in front of her. That was on the wall. That's where it should be. And she forged on, but she was recognized, and she was supposed to receive an award sometime, and I think they postponed the dates. How I want my mom to be remembered is by simply saying that every year she gives 6 scholarships to needy students. And this year she had catered for 7, so it has increased by 1. And she has been doing that silently, and that's how she is. She's not in it for the money, but she's in it to give, to impart knowledge to her students. She was a humble lady. She was caring. She went beyond her call.
A humble, caring lady that went beyond her call. Miss Bennett, dead at 82, will be remembered by many. Duane, Moody for News 5.